Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Welcome to the dynamic debutante, the dilettante. That's the second time I've done that. The dynamic dilettante. This is the show that proves, in the words of Duke Nukem, it's time to kick ass and chew bubble gum, and I'm out of gum. We're gonna get a little bit into classic video games tonight. We've got a whole setup here, and we'll play a variety of different games. Hopefully, we'll play several different games and just chat about other things as well. We saw Spider-Man: No Way Home yesterday, which I thought was remarkably good. So we'll touch on that and some other things.
Howdy.
Hi, how you doing? Happy
Well,
Valentine's Day.
happy Valentine's Day. I think we actually got our games running.
Yeah. But it's amazing how much you've got up and running for us. I mean, there are actually more games than we're going to have time to play in the short time we're going. And I don't know. I tend to get engrossed in video games, so I'm a little bit concerned about
My one hope for being able to beat him at all is that he's got to talk while we're playing.
it.
So
I don't know. You're pretty good. You're pretty good at a number of these games.
I try.
So, what games did you load up for us for tonight?
I think a little Mario Kart, maybe some Galaga, asteroids,
Yeah, that was one of the very first video games that I played.
and maybe one of the. I think I have an old Star Trek Sega game.
I love that Star Trek Sega game. I'm not great at it, but I really love it.
But hey, we try.
Yeah. Great to have you along. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. We saw Spider-Man: No Way Home yesterday, and honestly, I really, really loved it. I'm sure there were things going on that I didn't catch in the film. There's a lot happening. Marvel's got a lot going on, and we watched. They showed a preview for Doctor Strange. And well, there's a segment at the end. They do the teasers at the end of the movie, and we sat and waited through the whole thing. And the first one, of course, is for the next Spider-Man film, and then at the end was leading into the next Marvel Universe movie, and it's Doctor Strange,
Yep, it
and
was
it
quite
looks
good.
phenomenally good.
Yeah, I know we saw some breakdown. We found a really good YouTube video that broke down the trailer for Doctor Strange, and it was pretty interesting. There's a lot of stuff there. Um, it's going to be good, I think.
Yeah,
And
way more, in fact, characters that I'm not unfamiliar with, but they really are reaching to pull in a whole number of characters and a lot of different things. I'm pretty excited about it. It looks fantastic.
yeah, they're really pulling a lot of the different offshoots that Disney Plus has used. I think, like as far as like WandaVision,
Yep.
some of the what if
Are you
categories.
surprised by that? Are you surprised that they are pulling in WandaVision?
No, I watched WandaVision. I can't remember. Did you?
No.
Um, I was kind of, I'm not really sure how I like this one, but I watched it because I like the whole Marvel MCU stuff, and I now see where they are tying it in. Um, it's a small part. But
And we saw another Doctor Strange trailer then this evening
yep,
that you and I had watched. They showed one clip at the end of Spider-Man: No Way Home, and then we saw an extended one, or I guess it wasn't too long. What, maybe a couple of minutes? Was it a 2-minute trailer? I think
yep,
maybe. We saw that, and pretty fantastic. I'm excited about that as almost as much as I was about Spider-Man.
yeah. And then I think they released the full trailer last night at the Super Bowl. So interesting.
Yeah. Well, there was honestly, I with Spider-Man: No Way Home, I just thought you can't go wrong. So
So, how to bring that volume.
that's all right. We'll get there. This is our first time trying this, so thanks for your patience too. We're trying some different things and some new things. and we thought it would be fun. Katie especially knows I'm a big retro gamer. I love Welcome to Mario Kart.
And it's gonna be louder for us, I think. Didn't quite.
All right.
You're player one. Despite it being Valentine's Day, you're player one.
Got it. You always play Wario. That's when you kick my butt.
I love Wario.
I know.
Oh, let's start easy. There you go.
Yeah.
So I know one of the other things you had found was that little bit of a hot mic.
No worries.
See, talking and playing video games is hard. I don't know how everybody does it.
For me, I don't do well at this at all.
And I know you had found also an article on streaming
I got red
services
shells right out of the gate. I think you're already too far away for me to get you though.
Can you hit pause for a second? Gotta fix some audio stuff. You had found an article on streaming services. What was that all about?
Well, there was a show that was coming to Apple TV, and it's a Godzilla show, and Godzilla, and it was Godzilla that actually caught my attention. It's a live action film series that they're going to be doing, and then I see it's on Apple TV, and then I got to thinking, Katie and I, we've talked about this, is we got rid of cable, we got rid of some of our services, we added other services, and there we go.
There we go.
Okay. So one of the problems for us is by the time you add up all these services, because this looks good and that looks good, you wind up spending probably more money than you would have in the first place. With cable as a result of that.
And because what services do we all have now? I think we've got Disney Plus, Hulu. Oh no, we got rid of Hulu.
Yeah, we got rid of Hulu.
Netflix.
Yep. And I got rid of the History Channel. We had that for a short period of time.
Got Paramount Plus.
Oh, see, this is what happens. You do this, and I'm in 8th place.
This is the only reason I can have any success in being ahead of them at all.
Well, we do have Disney Plus, and you and I will talk next week about the Book of Jango Fett.
Yep.
Which we both have watched that now.
Yep.
And I thought was incredibly good. There were stories out there that it was too woke, and there are things about it that are just don't fit. But not so much that for me, it didn't ruin the show for me at all. What about you?
No, I mean, knowing that it was produced by the same people that did The Mandalorian. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I was in first, and then I started talking. Knowing that it was done by the same people who did See, this is what happens. It's hard to talk and play games at the same time.
You're kicking my butt.
Knowing that show was produced by the same people who did The Mandalorian.
Yes.
And how that same formula worked. I appreciated the Book of Boba Fett. I thought it was really good.
I thought it was really good too. I enjoyed it. And were there some things that I didn't like? Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And that's true often of things that I watch, that there are things in it that I don't like. But
right.
I thought overall it was incredibly well done. It was fun.
All right.
Maybe fun's not the right word.
No, it was because I know you had warned me that it started out a little slow because I don't want to release any spoilers.
Yeah, me either.
You had warned me it started out a little slow, but I thought it had about roughly the same pacing as like The Mandalorian. There were some things I was surprised about, but it was very well done, I thought.
Yeah, I thought it was too. It very much had a feel of The Mandalorian. You could tell it was made by the same people, and I appreciated that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one of the things that I really liked about the Book of Jango Fett. So that was fun.
Uh, also, but we, I think, because how many years has it been now that we cut the cable?
What, 3 probably? About 3 years,
About
maybe?
3, yeah.
2 or 3 years?
And we still always need to find one service. And then we also have Sling for
Yes,
TV.
because I had cut the cable, and then I had YouTube TV for a while.
Yep.
And then, we decided to go with, Sling TV, which had a package that we wanted.
Yep.
Basically, the only thing that I wind up really, that I had missed most was, was being able to see news programs.
Right.
And so we found a package on Sling that had that, and we're getting it for much less than what we were paying previously.
We're terrible.
I'm terrible anyway, 4th place.
Hey. It's always Toadstool that beats me. Even the computer beats me. Yeah, and I've liked Sling so far because we also have a over-the-air TV
Yes.
so that you can watch your Svengoolie.
I'm a big Svengoolie fan. Shout out to Sven. Sven, I'm a huge fan of your show. Love it. Tune in just about every Saturday. Wouldn't miss it. Think you're hilarious,
Um,
and the movies are great.
but yeah, and I was having
You're
this kind
missing out. I can't believe, but I'm from a different. I grew up in a different era than you did. So I mean, I grew up on all the old Universal horror films, and you're much younger than me.
Oh, there we go. Got my shot. I hate this course. It's not as bad as the ice ones. Um,
Doesn't matter. I suck no matter what.
uh, but yeah, I know our streaming service, between our streaming service and our internet costs, it's probably roughly the same.
Yeah, but would you say that you feel like we're getting more of what we want with streaming services versus cable television?
Definitely, because we, a lot of times, because we also have like HBO Max and stuff.
Yep.
And because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan, and shows like that, and there's a number of other shows on there. Well, if you generally just wait until that entire show is out, and then I'll pick up that service for a month or so,
Right.
and then watch what I want on there, and then
You're pretty liberal about
dropping them,
signing up and then canceling once
Yep.
you're have seen what you want to watch.
which is definitely something you could never do with cable.
Yes, I would agree.
But um, yeah,
Yeah, there what's one of the other Tubi I watch? I watch a little
yep.
bit of Tubi because I found there's a number of different things that are available on that I enjoy.
And then the other one, I mean, well, we have Prime,
Yes,
but who doesn't? Because I mean, everybody has Amazon.
they got and one of the things I love about Prime is they got such old great science fiction movies and horror movies, and
Yeah.
which for me is fun. I'm an old guy. I love old stuff.
There's also, I mean, I know I've just yesterday I was just rewatching Expanse, which is a great show on there.
How many times have you watched that? Because you started that again, and that's like,
The third time, I typically rewatch an entire show every time a new season comes out, just because of streaming services. The way I've watched TV changed too, because I will binge watch an entire season over the course of a week.
right.
In my free time, which leads, I watch an entire season, Sorry, just reading. I'll watch an entire season, and then by the time the next one comes around, I've forgotten what happens, and like, okay, I gotta
Yeah, I'm
rewatch
aware
it.
of that because then you're asking me, well, who is this guy? And I'm like, I've already answered these questions before last time you watched this.
Yeah, but what do you do?
That's all right. Hey, believe me, when you get to be my age, the memory is. Ugh.
But
Do
yeah,
we want to play another one?
sure. We're almost done with this cup.
Oh, that's right. I forgot we had chosen a cup. You really are. You cream me at this game every time we play.
This one I'm terrible at.
And I must admit to you that I am not hip on the controls here.
These controllers are a little different.
Yeah.
The way we're doing this is
They're
through.
great controllers. Make no mistake. I like, but yeah, I did.
I'm gonna get hit by the train too.
Oh, I love being a tip.
You're so mean.
Oh, and another one.
I think I'm still up on you. I think I can even
You
still
are.
lose this one and be okay.
Yeah, but I'm gaining. I'm gaining. I passed you. I'm in first.
I need some.
First time tonight. I'm in first.
And of course, this is the I was getting red skulls or red shells the whole time. Last couple rounds, and now
Yeah.
nope.
I'm getting these other wackos or
See, we need to do the Wario Stadium because that's the one I can kick your butt on.
you kick my butt at all kinds of these games.
See, I figured my
I don't play them enough to really
I figured my hope was that if we were talking while we were playing, that I'd have a snowball's chance.
Right. You can concentrate on more than one thing, whereas I can do only one thing at a time.
Yeah, that was my hope. Oh, what do you do?
That's so far successful. That was a good strategy.
Yeah. That was the only reason I got this up and running.
There, she goes down, baby.
So I gotta ask, what did you we managed to see the Batman trailer too yesterday while we were watching
I'm pretty intrigued
Spider-Man.
by that.
Were you happy to see the previews up on the big screen?
Yeah. Looked pretty terrific. I'm excited to there are some great people in that film as we've talked about. And anytime Batman comes up on the big screen, I'm really fired up and anxious to see it. I read something today that said basically the DC um extended universe, the DCEU, they are Batman's going to be on his own, that they'll be doing Batman films basically all on his own. Um so they won't be connected to other DC movies that they may be making. It'll be outside of that.
Yep.
Which means you could have that Batman, and you could still have in the DCEU, in the extended universe, you could have somebody else playing Batman. And it's been rumored that it's Michael Keaton will be the
New one?
the new Batman, yeah, in the DCEU, replacing Ben Affleck.
See, I wasn't a big Ben Affleck Batman. I didn't really like him as
He grew on me. There were problems with the films that he was in. I thought Batman v Superman had numerous problems, and Justice League. Actually, I bought the Zack Snyder's extended
Yep.
cut of the Justice League, and that's a much better film than what they released in theaters, because that was not good.
No. But like I said, we had talked about this the other day, but Justice League, the theatrical cut, like I said, I think personally, they just tried to cram too much into a movie, whereas
Yes,
the Schneider cut gave it room to breathe a little bit, and it was able
Yeah.
to develop a little bit more.
because that was supposed to be two films.
Right.
So, and that's what he shot, was to be released in 2 films. They didn't quite, get it finished. So, which is the reason why it's about 4 hours in length, but,
Right.
I thought it was actually, my appreciation for Zack Snyder went up after seeing that. I thought it was a much better cut. Thank you.
No problem.
There. Over. Thankfully. Now, will you put a game on that I could maybe have a chance of winning
Okay,
instead
how
of the
how about some Galaga?
Okay. All right.
Oh, how delicious it is!
You're terrible.
Yes.
So what else was I going to tell you is that, yeah, we had, the Spider-Man movie, which was, really, really good. There wasn't anything that I would tell you that I did not enjoy about it. And it's no secret, we know the movie's been out for over a month, probably, closer to a month and a half by the time we went to go see it. So, it's no surprise that Tobey Maguire was in it, and, gosh, I've had his name all day, and it just slipped my mind.
Um,
Tom Holland obviously is in it, but the other guy who,
not so great one.
yeah, forgive me. I should jot those names down. Andrew Garfield. He was actually better in this than he was in those Spider-Man movies that he was in. I liked Andrew Garfield in No Way Home much, much better. He was much more likable character, and, I thought he had grown into the role. It was just fun. It was fun to see Tobey Maguire, especially back on screen. Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin, Doc Ock back on the screen. What was that, young girl behind us as we were leaving the theater yesterday saying, "I'm such a
Yep.
Doctor Octopus fan." You know,
Yep.
that made me about laugh.
She she just like got all giddy um when he showed up
Yes.
in the yeah.
Oh, and I love what they did with that character because, as well as with Willem, Dafoe's Green Goblin character, the things that they did really made sense. They were good. It was enjoyable, and I will, without giving anything away, tell you there were moments in it that choked me up too. I mean, I was surprised by how touching the film was at certain times. Um,
It'll take just a second for there we go. Now it showed up.
okay. Why is it not? Oh, yes.
Yes. This one it does not work with
My mind control doesn't work?
no. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't work on anything, including you.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
You kick my butt at Galaga every time.
Yeah, but not necessarily streaming, though.
I just need to get you talking about a bunch of stuff.
Right.
That's the trick. So I know, one of the things I've been doing lately when we've been,
Yeah.
I've really been trying to pick up Star Trek, making a concerted effort. And yes, I even delved into watching Voyager. And I'm on
Which is a show I don't care for, don't like.
No. I know that Voyager's by far not your favorite Star Trek series, but my question is now I finally hit season 4. Where are they getting all these shuttles? Literally, these people have been flung out into the Delta Quadrant, and they've got, Voyager's smaller than the Enterprise. Where are they storing all these shuttles? Can they replicate them?
Yeah.
Can they what? It's really one of those things that makes you go,
Yeah. Well, you counted it up, didn't you? I mean, well, actually, we saw videos
Yeah.
where they had counted them up,
Right.
and it winds up being quite a number of shuttles.
Yeah, they did over the course of their entire voyage. It ends up being 16 shuttles they lose. They lose more shuttles in a week than, go through underwear.
Which is not at all realistic. So yeah, that was one of the. I just had numerous problems with that show. What is it with Janeway walking around with her coffee all the time?
I guess
Does
it's
she actually work?
now. She's just really good at delegating.
There they go. Boom.
I think you got one more life yet. There you go. I didn't set this one up right, so we're gonna have to go high score. You're clearly gonna win, Galaga. All right, what do I got to do? 21-9-20.
Yes. Here you go. Yeah, I can see it.
I'm gonna be over in about the first.
I used to love this game. I still do, actually. I still do. And I love playing retro games. It's just what?
No. All right. See how bad I am.
You're better than you give yourself credit for. You're actually not doing it. Yeah. You used to be really good at shooting them when they were in that circle. On that first wave, they don't shoot at you. Now, subsequent waves, they start shooting at you as soon as they come out.
Terrible at this.
Get him. There you go.
Oh.
That
Oh,
was
right.
close.
There you go. Yeah, because you gotta hit them when they're in the blocks,
Yeah.
right? What other retro games are you into?
This is among the first that I remember playing, but this a little bit later. Asteroids was the first
Yeah?
one that I really remember. That was the one we were just thumping quarters into asteroids. There was a place at the Empire that was called Aladdin's Castle.
Yep.
And we would go there on Saturdays, and man, that was just so much fun. We would spend hours in there.
You're up there.
And originally, there weren't that many games. You'd go in. I mean, the first video games was Pong that was out there, and I'm not a big Pong fan. I know some people love it. I don't. I just I would never that all that good at it. But when you started getting into asteroids and games like this one, Galaxian, and there was some Dig Dug.
I found
And
Dig
that was
Dug.
a little bit later. Dig Dug came a little bit later, but Donkey Kong, the original Donkey Kong, that was you, by the way.
Oh,
That was you.
harder than it looks, folks.
To talk and play, yes, it is.
Well, talk, play, make sure.
The only chance I have.
Well, we got two computer monitors up here. Is that you or me? Oh, that's you.
Yes, it's still me.
Need a light that says, "Hey, Katie." Hey.
See, now this is when they come in and they start swarming and they're dropping those. Oh man, dropping those missiles.
Yeah, come on, get them.
You toasted me.
I.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That was a little fast.
I was just like, I was reading my sheet here, and then the next thing I know, poof, I'm dead.
That wasn't quite fair, but
That's okay.
challenging stage. Believe me, they're all challenging for me. I used to be able to pick every one of those things off, and especially if you get rapid fire. Some of the Galaga machines had rapid fire, could be set to rapid fire. And, oh man, you'd pick every one of these off.
Laura's saying she was happy she had a Atari when she was younger. I know you're a big Atari fan.
I did not have Atari when I
No.
was, no, I did not have Atari when I was young.
Now that I'm surprised about.
My parents were cheap. You hear that, Dad? Cheap. Excuse me. No, I never had one. I had friends who did, so I played it, on some of their consoles. But I think I just got an additional there. No, I'm done. Game over.
Well, you got a higher percentage than I did. And, well, you
Higher
realized when you were up. Maybe I shouldn't have swapped controllers with you.
No worries. No, we did pretty well.
Yeah, we tried.
So, of the retro games, what's your favorite? What's your hands down favorite?
If we're talking like classic games,
Yes.
now talking like games from SNES or Super Nintendo or Nintendo, I'm definitely a big fan of regular Mario. Um, and then I really enjoyed playing Super Mario on.
Yeah. I did have the SNES when it first came out, and I played Super Mario World until I had beaten it, gotten through the whole thing.
And what's crazy is like we've watched some stuff on YouTube about folks who speed run that game.
I know, it's crazy.
It is because they literally have it down to the frame.
That to me is just wild. And that they can play that quickly and do that well, you know.
So,
Oh, that's cool. That's fine.
catch your
Yeah,
breath.
thank you.
But if we're talking Mario Kart's by far my favorite.
I would
Um,
have to say, and I enjoy Mario Kart too. Now, I used to play it on the Super Nintendo system. I
Yep.
played it on Super Nintendo, which is different than what you had just pulled up
Right.
when we played.
Because we're playing this on an emulator.
Right. But on the Super Nintendo, it is actually a lesser version.
Yep.
You and I were playing on, um, oh, I forget what Nintendo system it was. It was one of the later Nintendo systems because my son had it.
Wii,
No, not the Wii.
Dream.
No, I forget which one it is, but that's what that version of Mario that you and I were playing.
Yep.
That's a later one. The Not the Super Nintendo version that I used to play.
Oh no, we're playing Mario Kart 64.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you corrected me. Yep. I do have
That was
Mario
Nintendo
Kart.
64.
Yep.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, I like Mario Kart 64. I also like Mario Kart on SNES on Super Nintendo.
Yeah, and I did too. We had really had a great time with that game. And that's one of the things I love about that game is that you can get your whole family in and
Yep.
or get friends in, and I think that's part of the fun. I never expected that when I was young playing. And I should have because that's what we were doing when we were at the arcade.
Absolutely. I can remember waiting for my sister at the bowling alley while she was doing bowling and trying to play video games. But I'm a big pinball fan too.
Are you?
I love
I
pinball.
was never any good at pinball.
You seem to kick my butt when we go to Electric Rainbow.
Um, I don't know why that is because honestly, I don't have that much experience playing pinball games. I really was a video junkie.
Because I know you smoked me every time we played Galaga on a cabinet system.
Right. Yes, if I'm not having to podcast and talk.
See, my plan the whole time was
You're right. It's a good strategy, actually.
oh, my problem is I never pay attention to I'm trying to check this other monitor here to things are
Right.
and then next thing you know, I'm having dead already.
Yeah, there's so many, we were talking about what's your favorite
Yeah.
retro game. I had so many, honestly. It's tough to pick some. Um,
And you kind of
The
got me.
I loved Sega Star Trek.
Yep.
That was both a stand up and a cabinet game where you could sit down in the cabinet and play Sega Star Trek, which I enjoyed. I thought was fun.
Would you like to play it? We've
Uh,
got it.
sure,
All right.
sure.
Next game. Oh, you got a double double. Go.
You know what I'll do is I'll hit that while it's still up there and I'll lose the ship. Oh, I got it.
Oh, here you got it right away.
Yeah, that's not usual.
Yeah, we talked pinball. I think my favorite pinball game had to be the Go Fishing one.
That was fun. I thought so too.
It's just so corny, and it's great though. Love it.
I
mean-
also I don't know why there's something about the Addams Family one. I
Oh,
enjoy
yes.
playing that.
Yes. The cheesy animations with it, and then also
Yeah.
like there's the whole thing where the
The hand,
hand comes up,
the thing. Yep.
thing comes up and gets you. Yep. Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, there were several of those um, uh, pinball games that I have enjoyed that are
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah,
But
I think
but I can't say that I'm good at them. Honestly, I just
yeah. I would say if there's one game I would, actively go and try and seek out and buy one, the Bally Gone Fishing.
yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would agree with you.
Not sure why. It's just I was looking up some random facts today.
Right.
You know that in the original arcade version of Donkey Kong, Mario was called Jumpman. He was a carpenter, not a plumber.
I never read that before.
No?
No.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. So now if we're talking modern games, what's your favorite?
Modern video game?
Yeah.
Well, I had more fun playing Fallout 4 than I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was really fantastic. And I don't know if they're going to be able to come out with another one in my lifetime. Fallout 5, I may be dead before Fallout 5 comes out. How many years have we already waited?
Well, they say I think they release one about once every 10 years.
Yeah.
So we got a ways to wait.
Yeah, I think I'll be in excuse me.
Still playing.
I think I'll be in the home by then.
That didn't take long.
Excuse me. Took
All
an
right.
allergy pill before the show, but it's just not enough anymore.
Well, let's see if I can pull some Star Trek.
Now, you and I played this the other day, and on this controller, I am just terrible.
Yeah,
So you're gonna go, what? This is.
it's okay. I'm terrible.
I used to play up. There was a Popeye game years ago too. You would have to. You couldn't let Bluto catch you, or
Gotcha.
Brutus, and you could run and pick up the spinach can. There was one spinach can, and you could pick up the spinach, eat your spinach, then you could run and sock him and send him flying. And then you had to run around and catch hearts or kisses or whatever olive oil was blowing to you. I thought that game was always fun. Popeye. Yep.
Here we go.
Ooh.
This cabinet one you were talking about.
Yes. Okay, what do I have to press here?
I don't know. We're just gonna hit buttons.
I think we've. Here we go.
All right. Hit them Klingons.
Now, again, I am not hip to what controllers I have here.
Seem to do fine.
Yeah, doing all right. Now, you're supposed to dock with these star bases. If you don't dock with them, you get additional
What am I, a doctor or a moon shuttle conductor?
You get, oh, I wasted that. It used to be really good. But there was a sit down cabinet that you could sit down and that thing will suck your energy, that thing that's following around.
Gotcha.
So you don't want that to land on you because it starts to suck your warp energy. Yeah, I actually used to be quite good at this. I'm already losing. Yeah, photon torpedo. Boom.
There you go. You got your sector.
I can get through this first one sector, but after that, it starts getting really tough. And when those things start moving, it's incredible. Oh, so you got to watch multiple parts of the screen here, which is what's
Different.
yeah. There, I secured the sector, so now it starts heating up. Thing is to turn on them right after they shoot, because it takes them a little bit of time. Oh, I wish. Oh, but I used to love this game, the Sega game, and I don't know. Obviously, this for me, this is one of the later ones. You've already been through Asteroid and all those by this time.
Right.
This was now starting to get into more at the time. Believe it, I hate to say more sophisticated games, but you see how that Klingon sped up at the end?
Yep.
Oh, that sucks. Yeah, waste a
Yep.
photon. That's a great idea.
Just
Game over.
uh
I don't think they'll be giving me command anytime soon.
is that why you didn't wear your Enterprise Commander hat tonight?
But I always thought that was a really fun game. A lot of fun. I had great fun with it. But there are so many, again, so many video games that I've enjoyed over the
Yeah, if we loaded this up the other night to test it out, you were just hee 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 while you were playing,
years.
so you were having a good time.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
And the nostalgia of that is part of what I love. You break them out, you haven't played it for a while, and I really, really
Yep. Is there any other games you wanted to play?
no, I think we're good.
All right.
We sampled a couple and gave a little bit of news, had a little bit of fun.
What is there any better way to spend Valentine's?
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day, by the way.
Well, happy Valentine's today. You too. Now, I am a firm believer that Valentine's Day is still a conspiracy theory by Hallmark, but we try. I think what was it last year? I just took you to Fairway, told you pick a card, read it.
Right. Yeah. I think you took a picture of me browsing the cards.
Yep. So, yes, that's how.
Usually we go out to dinner, but this year I am trying to lose weight, and I'm even more than that. I am completely changing my diet on
Yeah.
my doctor's orders. So that's been I'm not. There aren't many places where I could go and sit down and eat right now.
But the fun part is we got to sit down and play some games tonight.
Good fun.
Sit and BS about some upcoming I got a friend down here who's pushing the computer.
Yeah, there's Rocco.
Yep.
He's our director.
Yes. We got to review some of the stuff that's coming up. I'm pretty excited about the upcoming movies that are coming out.
Yep. Yeah.
Excited that
Doctor Strange looks fantastic. The Batman looks terrific.
Yeah.
Batman will be out before long.
definitely
Well, I guess Strange comes out here pretty quickly too. What's out in May
At
that comes out,
May 6th.
which
Yeah,
surprises me. I didn't realize that film was coming out so soon.
right. But yeah, good times.
I agree.
But unfortunately, all good things must come to an end.
Yes, my friends. So thank you so much for letting us join you tonight. Keep you company. We appreciate it. Until next time, same time, same channel. Hope you'll be here.
Thanks as always.